Hello! Today I have a fun collab with Magdalena from Magical Multichrome Tour, and if that name doesn't ring a bell, then you should totally check her out. She is such a sweet person and an amazing creator. She's just very honest, well-spoken, and her looks, oh my god, I'm in awe every time I see them. They're so simple yet intricate. I love the way she uses color. I will be linking her down below. Please check her out because today we're both going to talk about our favorite shades for the fall season. So without further ado, let's just get into the swatches. Starting with the bang, this is Multiverse from Touch of Glam. It's this pink that goes to like an aqua blue on top of a burgundy base. The base is dark, so it creates a lot of dimension, and it evokes fall to me because it reminds me of those trees that go a little red instead of yellow with the fall. It's so beautiful. Now, this is Belle Nebula from Terra Moons. It's a similar concept as the past one because of the dark burgundy base, but instead of a pink, this is like a muted yellow that goes to blue. What I like about this one is again the dimension that dark base creates, and also it reminds me of those shades that I like a lot, like the purple that shifts to yellow and blue, but a mature version, and I guess that's what evokes fall for me with this one. This is Scream from Luxy Beauty. I think it was part of a collection from them that was either Halloween or fall inspired, maybe both. And I love this one because it does remind me a lot of Halloween with that dark base and that shift from purple to green. It's so beautiful. It sucks the way Luxy left us, but I've got a lot of stuff from them, so I'm going to keep mentioning them here and there. Moving on, this is Helix Nebula from Terra Moons. This is a beautiful shade with a fiery red shift that goes to like a bit of a lime, and it has a very cool purple base. This, I don't know why, but it always reminded me of fall. Maybe it's because the tones are a bit muted or that shift, but it's like, I don't know, it just speaks fall to me. Another great one from Terra Moons. This is the Milky Way, and admittedly it's a bit similar to the past one because it does have a deep purple base, and the shift is going to be a little bit more complex because I don't know if I was able to capture it here, but it has a lot of multicolored sparkles. You can see it does have that red shift at the start, but it also has some contrasting sparkles. I think it's like a pink and some blue and maybe even a little yellow in there. I can't even tell what's in here. I just know it's so pretty. Okay, moving on. This is Black Flame. It's a shade that was created in collaboration with Betty Jean and Shroud Cosmetics. Shroud Cosmetics is another brand that went in a messy way. As I've said, I've been on a low buy for a while now, and so I only have these old shades. So sorry for just mentioning shades that may be discontinued or from brands that have been messy, but you know, I'm using what I have. And this one does evoke like fall and Halloween. It's such a beautiful shade of pink that shifts to like a mustardy shade, ending up in a green. It's very smooth, but that black base makes it become really reflective. At this point, it's such a classic. Next, this is Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins Please. This is by Touch of Glam, of course. The name alone makes me feel like this is such a fall shade, so it may be just a name getting into my head. But if you think about it, it's such a fall shade because you know what is more fall than orange. It has a beautiful topper that is just a gold that shifts to blue. It's very easy to recreate this one with one's own collection if you have anything like looks or just any iridescent that shifts from gold to blue. But I can't deny I do love to see this one in the pan. It's so beautiful. And oh boy, another discontinued shade from a discontinued brand. This is Up the Grid by Luxy Beauty. And oh my god, this is such a beautiful shade. I wish I could tell you a dupe for it because this is like fall in one shade. It's this beautiful fiery orange that goes to green, ending up in a bit of an aqua. It's such a fall shade. And it has a dark base, so it's one of those black base multichromes, but it's very reflective and at the same time kind of sparkly. I think this is one of the first and last times that Luxie did like proper multichromes. These were more expensive, but they nailed this particular shade. It's so beautiful. You know what? I'm not doing this again. This is from Dose of Colors. It's called Dirty Money and it's such a wonderful shade. It's like a dirty mustard base that goes to gold. It doesn't shift or anything, but you cannot deny this is an amazing shade. I don't understand why, but these types of shades, like muted, dirty, makes me feel like I'm in the fall already. I don't know why, but I associate them with the fall. Maybe because all the dingy tones are more trendy when it's the fall? I don't know, I just know that I love this one. Moving on, this is Legend from Pretties for Your Face. I'm pretty sure this one is still up, and it's such a wonderful shade. It goes from peachy pink to green, and it has like a dingy green base. It's such a beautiful shade. It's like Duke and all those shades, but less pink and more peachy. It reminds me of when leaves are about to fall, when they start turning colors. This is that shade for me. It's a little muted, but at the same time very colorful. It's such a wonderful shade, and I'm going to try to incorporate it more into my looks to get me some of those good fall vibes early on. Okay, moving on. This is It's Okay to Disagree, and you can guess the brand is Touch of Glam. This is a beautiful dimensional shade. You can see there's a very dark like purple base. What I like about this one is the multicolored sparkles. You can see it's overall like a bright gold that goes to green, ending up in an aqua, but it has a lot of dimension between those because of the multicolored sparkles. This specific shade came in like their Bad Batch palette, I think it was called, the cookie one, but you can find shades like this more often nowadays. Okay, next, this is Pumpkin Pixie and it's by Pretties for Your Face. What I like about this one, it's the tones because it's like an olive base, but it's sheer, and the top has a lot of multicolored sparkles. These are many colors, I cannot point them out, but I see a pink and a blue there, and the overall shift is going to be like a muted gold. And again, all of these colors, anything that's like a muted green that goes to yellow is going to remind me of fall, so of course I had to include this one. When Magdalena talked about this collab, I had to search for this one. This is Hemisphere by Divina Cosmetics. It's just a beautiful multichrome, and I haven't seen one like this ever again. It's like a very muted green going to a blue, and it does make me think of fall just by seeing it, because again, olive green seems like such a perfect tone for the fall. And of course, it has a hell lot of dimension because of that black base. You can see all the tones very clearly. So yeah, another one of those shades that I would call fall in a pan. It's such a beautiful one. This is number 14 by Touch of Glam. It's from a bunch of shades that didn't have a name and they have been discontinued since, sadly. But this shade is very mysterious to me. It's like a muted purple with a lilac-y shift that goes to aqua. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of a very specific fall, like when it's very foggy outside. That's what this one evokes to me. It's so beautiful and extremely unusual. So yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, lastly, this is Toadstool by Cliona Cosmetics. It's one of the round pens, and I don't know again if it's the name, but it always makes me feel like I'm getting ready for Halloween. This is such a classic when it comes to multichromes. Just the good old red maroon base that goes to green and shifts to a pink. To me, this is very muted yet elegant, so it makes me think of fall when I see it. It's such a beautiful one. And I don't think many people talk about like the Cleona round pens, but I think they're very nice. They're more of a satin formula, so if that's not your thing, you're not gonna like this. But I think they're very nice for one and dones. And here's all of them together just so you can see the whole palette together swatched and to see them compared side by side. Not gonna lie, it was very difficult for me to come up with this because I just love iridescence and fall is not something that I see iridescence in. So most of these have very strong bases because that's what I think fall is for me. So what about you? What does fall look to you? These are just me being like a little more imaginative because fall to me is a lot more brown and boring. But I wanted to mix things up and I'm going to try to incorporate some of these shades more into looks in the coming days. And hey, I know, we don't need a season to use a certain color. You could wear one of these tones all year round and no one would say a thing. However, I think it's fun to revisit certain colors for certain seasons in case that's something you don't normally do. It's just fun to mix things up and to rotate one's collection more often. And yeah, that'll be all for me for now. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day. Again, remember to check out Magdalena's video. I am sure she's going to display some amazing shades and describe them way better than me.